It's my privilege this evening, quite simply, to present Michael Jordan with his 5th NBA Most Valuable Player trophy.
While Jordan received the accolades prior to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Indiana Pacers, it was Michael's sidekick Scottie Pippen who would set the tone as the series began.
I think we really surprised them in putting Scottie on Mark Jackson.
By hounding the every move of Indiana point guard Mark Jackson, Pippen applied a stranglehold to the Pacers' attack.
That was my job, was to go out and try to take Mark Jackson out of the game.
Scottie Pippen is making life miserable right now for Mark Jackson.
You try to cut the head off the snake to kill it.
Pippen comes up with the loose ball as Jackson lost it.
He couldn't deliver the ball in the split-second timing that guys were open. We forced teams into bad shots or turnovers, then we're running the other way.
While Pippen was spearheading the Bulls' stifling defense in games 1 and 2, Michael Jordan was taking care of the offense.
Oh, Jordan with the slammer jammer!
With Jordan at his spectacular best, Chicago captured the first 2 games and took a firm grip on the series.
Jordan to the baseline, falling, firing, scores!
Oh, what a shot by Michael Jordan! And that may be the exclamation point.
This series is far from over. Now we're going back home and hopefully take care of business there.
Arriving in Indianapolis for games 3 and 4, Chicago found not only a frenzied crowd awaiting them, but also a rejuvenated Pacer team.
Jackson pushes it back the other way. Inside Davis is all alone.
They gave us trouble. They always had guys stepping up and doing a job for them.
Jalen for 3. Oh, baby!
With the Bulls now making uncharacteristic mistakes, the change in venues had brought a dramatic change in momentum. Unleashing their offense, the Pacers came storming back into the series.
It's Reggie!
Miller and the Pacers took game 3, and the Bulls' grasp on the series continued to slip away in game 4.
From our standpoint, we felt like that we sort of gave those games away.
Pippen at the free throw line.
Missed them both!
I felt as though we really didn't do ourselves justice, didn't take care of business. I think we let ourselves down.
Trailing by 1 in the final seconds, the Pacers would change the series' entire complexion with one bold stroke.
Gets it in the middle for the win!
Unbelievable! Reggie hits the 3 with 7/10 of a second to go!
All of a sudden it went from being sort of a ho-hum 5-game series, which everybody expected, to we're in a dogfight.
Kukoc to Michael at the buzzer!
It rimmed out! It rimmed out! It rimmed out! It rimmed out! And it's 2-2! Unbelievable!
Knowing Michael and knowing the competitive drive that he has, I know on that flight home, he is cursing and cussing everyone out on that plane. So I know they'll be ready for Wednesday.
Miller would quickly learn just how prophetic he had been. Back in the United Center, Chicago wasted little time erasing the memories of their 2 demoralizing defeats. Once again clamping down on the Pacers' offense, the Bulls stampeded their way to a blowout victory and regained command of the series.
They are running the Pacers out of the building.
Though they were now just 1 step away from the NBA Finals, Chicago would again find themselves derailed in Game 6.
Travis Best drives himself, one hand high, one high off the glass, 33 seconds.
Down the stretch, the Pacers made all the big plays, while the Bulls would again falter.
He stumbles and loses it. The Pacers and the Bulls will take it to the limit.
The Bulls had entered unfamiliar territory, facing elimination.
We're going to win Game 7. I never make promises. I don't make promises to my wife, but we will win Game 7.
The
Pacers and the two-time defending world champions, the Chicago Bulls, get set to play Game 7.
And the Eastern Conference is boiled down to one game.
Even though the 7th game is at home, no one likes to play in 7th games because anything can happen.
Playing in a 7th game for the first time in 4 years, the Bulls came out surprisingly flat, while the Pacers appeared confident and in control.
This is no way to start a Game 7. They are letting the Pacers dictate everything right now.
Pacers have a 13-point lead.
Looked pretty bleak there. We weren't getting good shots. We couldn't stop them.
Michael to the post, catches against Miller. Michael backs him in, ducks behind, goes up on the rim, no.
Guys weren't shooting the ball well. We just had to find an offensive momentum turner.
Man, he knocked bodies flying everywhere. Michael back up and good.
Struggling for points and searching for answers, the Bulls would rely on defense and intensity to claw their way back.
Here comes the crowd and here come the Bulls.
You know, we understood, where we were in the game and that we had to come up with loose balls. And we just kept getting the ball back and find another way to get an opportunity to score.
Picked up by Jackson, stolen back by Dennis. Rodman to the rim, he scores.
Bulls getting all the hustle points again.
Jackson, Smits. Pippen got a hand on it. Longley picks it up. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Michael to Pippen the finish.
Chicago's frantic comeback had given them a 3-point halftime lead. And in the third quarter, their offense was finally ignited by Tony Kukoc, who would almost single-handedly keep the Bulls in the lead.
After hitting a shot or two, I was just thinking it's going to be fine. It's going to be good.
So Kukoc has been on fire. And
Kukoc with 21. It's 68 to 61. The Bulls are in control of 7.
Hey, it's 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the quarter. Finish quarter strong.
But the Pacers had a plan of their own, and now they would make a late charge that had the Bulls suddenly back on their heels.
They've got a break if they push it. It's best for Miller, and he lays it up and in, plus the foul.
Give Indiana credit. They have been like a pit bull. They just get a hold of you and won't let go.
Score it, and Smits is on the free throw line. He has put the Pacers up.
Trailing now with just minutes left in their season, the Bulls were facing perhaps the greatest test of their determination and resolve.
Into the lane in traffic, and the ball stripped away and loose, and a jump ball call.
It was almost a game of wills, I think, that we just can't let it end here. We're not done.
Michael can really jump, but Smits is 7-4.
This could be as good as a turnover.
Everybody wants to win. They talk about winning. But this team, I truly believe, refuses to lose.
That's one Rick Smits should have won and gave the Pacers possession. Michael stole the tip.
And as Chicago grabbed one more crucial loose ball, it seemed they had found just enough momentum to turn the game their way.
Kerr can tie it, and does.
Everybody on the bench jumped up. They all knew that now it's our turn to take this critical game and put it in our favor.
And in the closing minutes, the Bulls finally finished off the Pacers, surviving one of the most grueling challenges of their championship reign.
Here comes Pippen on drive. He got inside. Shot is good. And a foul.
5 on the shot clock. Michael dumps it off to an open Longley. And on to the final. For the 6th time in 8 years go the Chicago Bulls. But what Michael Jordan termed a bump in the road was anything but. It was a mountain to climb. And they barely reached the summit.
But still, the question remained. How much would Chicago have left to try and finish their championship run?
Sure, physically, we may be a little tired, but we got the hearts. Our heart is not tired.
Welcome back here to the Delta Center. Tonight, Game 1 of the NBA World Championship.
The Chicago Bulls are back again. It's the 6th time in this decade they haven't lost, but I get the feeling this time can be different.
There is a widespread feeling that of the 6 times the Chicago Bulls have been to the NBA Finals,
this year's Utah Jazz are the team best equipped to derail them.
On paper, Utah's the favorite, but you still have to prove to me that you can take it from Michael, and nobody's done that yet.
Eventually, to win, Karl Malone is going to have to confront Michael and straighten his head on and say, Michael, what you have is now mine.
Take the first option that's open. Press him at all the options. Okay? Come on now, let's go.
With the Bulls fighting fatigue after their 7-game battle, and the Jazz anxious to scrape away the rust from their 10-day layoff, each team was intent on proving they were ready for Game 1.
Jazz, long pass Malone, inside on Harper for the layup. Pippen comes with a dribble at the top. Pippen running in, layup good. Nicely done. He knifed right by Karl Malone.
Stockton penetrates on Kerr, takes him to the glass. The floater's good on the run. This is going to be a terrific series.
But as the contest wore on, the well-rested Jazz began to methodically wear down the Bulls.
Knocked away by Morse, bad pass, numbers, Jazz come down, great pass, Anderson, lay it in good. Great play, Isley. Hornets, a great pass to Malone. Rodman was just completely sealed behind Malone. Now, there's Bushler on a great cut, and he missed the layup. They cannot miss opportunities. Russell runs the floor for the Jam. Got it. They're rocking in Salt Lake.
With Chicago in dire need of a spark, they would look to Jordan to provide it.
Puts a great move on Anderson, flashes for the layup, beautiful! He split the defense.
But for every Bull run, the Jazz had an answer.
On the move, go to the hoop, float it up and in.
Same dance, same music.
So Utah takes an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter.
Though they continued to battle from behind, the Bulls would draw upon their championship mettle to make one final fourth-quarter push.
Jordan, left-hand dribble, backs down on Hornacek, flashes paint, Ostertag gets inside, beautiful move on Ostertag up in the air.
Jordan from 20, good again.
And the lead is 3.
Chicago is right where they want to be.
They can tie with a 3.
Sends it back, Pippen's gonna fire the 3, yes! We're tied!
We're tied up, what an unbelievable comeback.
Facing a furious Chicago rally, the Jazz would look to their own superstar to respond.
5 seconds for a shot. He's open, 20-footer. He got it, he got it. Stockton to the lane.
Utah's biggest basket of the game.
But time had not yet run out on Chicago's stirring comeback.
Michael off the screen by Longley. Michael to the lane, dump back to Luke, a fake, leans in, Banker is good. He ties the game.
So that's it. We go to a 5-minute overtime.
Having finally caught the Jazz, the Bulls now appeared ready to finish them off. Or so it seemed.
Right side, Jordan's got it back again. One on the shot, didn't get it off. They turn it over. 24-second shot clock violation by Michael Jordan. A rare mental blunder.
The Bulls' rally had suddenly run out of steam, with their last flickering hopes snuffed out by John Stockton.
Taken by Stockton, who's chased by Jordan, but lays it in anyway, and he was fouled by Kerr.
John Stockton closed the door for Utah in overtime and goes up on Chicago in Game 1.
We have confidence in ourselves. You think I'm just back in the finals again just to be here? You know, I'm back to win a championship. And it's going to be tough, but I'm looking forward to the challenge.
This game is critical for Chicago. The road back from 0-2 is uphill, incredibly steep, and very, very long.
The Utah Jazz not only lead the finals 1-0, they're cooking. They have won 7 straight in the playoffs.
As they prepared for Game 2, the Bulls knew that Utah had the momentum. But as always, they remained undaunted.
Well, I don't care how good you are, you still got to come and take this away from us, you know, and it's not that easy.
Jordan determined, keeps the dribble. Hornacek on him, keeps it. Right-handed, 8 on the shot, flashes lane, left hand, off the glass.
They're taking the ball to the basket with much greater regularity.
Left side drives the lane, comes to the glass, and a slam. And Scottie Pippen goes to the rack again.
While the Bulls attacked the basket, the Jazz tried to counter from long range.
Stockton for three. John Stockton hits a huge tray. We go seesawing. Michael into the lane. Left hand. Got it. Beautiful move by Michael Jordan.
This is a different looking Bulls team.
Hornacek threw it away. Rodman ahead to Jordan.
And Michael brings it back and jams it home for their biggest lead. 61-53.
Chicago right now senses the kill.
If Utah hoped to stave off Chicago's assault, they'd need more firepower, and they'd get it from Jeff Hornacek.
Mailman back door to Hornacek, but they got him trapped. He backs it out on the right wing now, does a leap and leaner. Good! Horny!
Here's Hornacek penetrating for the right side, swings back baseline for the layup. A beautiful move by Hornacek.
Hornacek has been huge in this game.
Hornacek, Jordan got a piece of it. Hornacek recovers, muscles it up and in,
And we are tied on an 8-0 run.
On his back, wide right curve. Stockton steals it. Stockton ahead to Adam Peat. He's got it. Drive. Miss a wide open layup. Karl Malone rebounds it. Unbelievable. Out front, Horny for three. Good.
When it's going your way, it's going your way, baby. Jazz fans on their feet at the Delta Center.
Utah on a huge run now. So 73-70, Jazz have retaken the lead.
And as the game entered the fourth quarter, both teams struggled to grab control of the contest.
Isley loose again, and then had to bring it back to the top. Bounced inside, stolen by Burrell. Rebound tapped out of there. Rodman and Pippen fighting for it, and they lost it out of bounds.
either could have taken it, and they combined to juggle it out of bounds.
Here's Malone again. He missed this one at point-blank range, though.
He had an easy layup, and he missed it.
Nothing dropping for him.
Oh, and then Michael just wide open underneath, goes up, missed it.
Oh, the look on Michael Jordan's face. He is so frustrated.
In the game's final minutes, it would come down to the most basic of challenges.
Come on, guys, let's go down. Execute down the stretch.
Jordan moves it, great ball movement, curve, three, got it. Great ball movement by Chicago.
7 on the shot clock, now Michael's got to do it himself. 6, 5, Jordan backing, pumping, falling, firing, stars! Oh my!
Michael Jordan, not to be denied here tonight.
Trailing by 2, the Jazz would also respond with execution.
Here comes Stockton on the drive, cut off, back outside. Hornacek, 3, yes! Oh, yes! Jeff Hornacek puts Utah ahead, 86-85.
The Jazz had attempted to deal the Bulls a final blow. Now Chicago's response would measure less their precision than their resourcefulness.
Glass, right side, bad pass. He turns it over, Stockton does. Off now to Kerr, bodies fly.
Kerr to the front court. Kerr stops and pops and missed it. Rebound, Kerr. Kerr back to Michael, up and scores.
And Chicago reclaims the lead.
What an unbelievable sequence of plays.
With one dramatic play, the Bulls had stolen the game and the precious home court advantage.
Chicago wins it 93-88. Put it down, seal it up, and let's go to Chicago even at a game apiece.